In this video, I want to fill out my playoff bracket. Usually I do my videos going into 2K and doing this and that, but this time I want to just give you my actual personal opinion about the playoff bracket this year and who's going to win what. ¿Qué pasa to the pack? It is Pack here,
aka your mama's best friend.
Before this video starts, please be an OG, join the pack and subscribe, and understand that these are just my opinions. Obviously, I'm going to piss some of you off and say something about your favorite team. Forgive me. This is just my educated guesses of the teams I've seen this year and what I think and etc. So I am in the NBA.com's picks bracket challenge, and I'm basically just gonna fill in my opinions for every single series. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I want to start off with the Jazz, and I'm going to assume the Golden State Warriors, right? So I'm assuming if it's the Golden State Warriors that the Utah Jazz are playing. Even though Curry is going to play fantastic, I think at the end of the day, Utah's defense is so elite. Assuming Donovan Mitchell is going to be playing healthy, I say Utah in 5. I think that Golden State will put up a good fight, but and a lot of these games will be close. But at the end of the day, like, this defense is too good, and I just think it is what it is. But who knows? Okay, so Clippers Dallas series. So this one is actually not going to be as close as probably last time it was. The problem is last time the Clippers were not ready. They didn't play together at all the whole season, so you don't just go into the playoffs with no chemistry and expect to win the series. But this year's a little different. This Dallas team is basically just as good as last year. I don't think they're better or worse. I think they're kind of just the same. But the Clippers, I think, are better because at least they have like time under the belt together. I'm not saying it's going to be a sweep. I'm not even saying it's going to be 5 games, even though it might be. I'm going to hurt some feelings, but I think that the Clippers have too much as a team that the Dallas Mavericks don't, at least defensively. And so at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to give the Mavericks the benefit of the doubt because it's pretty close. I'm going to give them the Clippers in 6, but still, all right, I'm just saying, I'm expecting it to be maybe even 5. Denver, Portland. Okay, if Jamal Murray was healthy, I'd be Denver easy, but they're not. And we saw the last time they played, Portland shat on the Nuggets, man. I'm just saying, it was really bad, okay? It was really, really bad. Jamal Murray's injured. I know the Nuggets still have talent, but the Blazers are healthy right now. They got everybody, and everybody's playing well. Damian Lillard's going to go off for like 40 a night. Portland in 6. Just straight up Portland in 6. I know that the 6th seed, I do not care. Portland is just too talented offensively. They're going to play way too well. I know Jokic is MVP, but this kind of happens always to MVPs in the regular season. They do well in the regular season, then first or second round they get dropped. That's history, baby. Okay, Lakers and Suns. I think we all know it's obvious the Lakers are going to win, but how many games? I actually think it's going to be a pretty close series. I'm going to say Lakers and... No, you know what? I don't know. I want to say 7, but that's CP3 is going to play so well. Devin Booker is going to be playing with a lot of heart, but this is their first playoff series together. But the Lakers have no chemistry yet because they haven't played together. Like, they played together. It was Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond, LeBron, and Anthony Davis played together 3 games this season or something like that. I'm gonna say Lakers in 6, but it might be even less because, I mean, at the end of the day, LeBron and AD are just too good. That's wow, 6 and 7 seed is what I'm predicting, but yeah, that's what I got. Okay, we're going over to the East. Philadelphia, Washington. I like Washington. I like Russell Westbrook, but the defense is too good. Philadelphia in 4, easy. Like they're too good of a team. I like Washington. I like Russell Westbrook. I like Bradley Beal. I think they have a lot of talent, but the Sixers are too good, and I think we're gonna see that immediately. Knicks, Hawks. People make this seem like it's gonna be a closer series than it is. The Knicks swept the Hawks in the regular season, but with their new coach, they've been playing a lot better. At the end of the day, Trae Young is not going to be getting the foul calls he gets in the regular season. All those little flops, they're not gonna give him the call. I know I'm a Knicks fan, I'm being biased, but the Knicks in 5, I think. And I know that's annoying every Hawk fan, but we swept them in the regular season, okay? The Hawks are not going to get the calls they want. The Knicks have been playing good defense all season, so they already prepared to play this way. Knicks in 5. Okay, so Milwaukee Bucks, Heat. Oh, man, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to say Milwaukee, but I'm going to say Milwaukee in 7 because, oh, Miami's right now Giannis's kryptonite, and he's already come into this series saying something. He's not confident. So I think Drew Holiday is a great piece for the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think he's going to show up here in this series. It's going to be a battle, and that's why I say it's in 7. But I think the Milwaukee Bucks will pull through. But jeez, this is going to be a series. So Nets, Boston, Nets in 4, straight up. If Jaylen Brown was playing, I'd give the Celtics maybe like 1 or 2 games. But because they're not, I think it's pretty obvious that Brooklyn's going to sweep them. And this would be the only sweep besides the Sixers, right? Yeah, those are the only ones I have. Again, I like Boston. I like Tatum. It's not enough, and they're going to get swept. Okay, so Utah Jazz, Clippers. Utah fans, hear me out. Okay, I like Donovan Mitchell a lot. And I think that this series right here, we will find out who Donovan Mitchell is. Are you that dude? Are you that good? Are you going to rise up to the occasion and drop like 40 pieces every night in this series? We'll have to wait and see, but I always go with the superstar team that has experience at the end of the day, and Kawhi Leonard's been there, and you know what? I'm going to give it to him. I think Clippers in 7. I think Clippers in 7, but I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think Clippers in 7. I think it's close though. So sorry, Utah fans. I kind of hope y'all win because I think y'all deserve it. But I think Clippers edge it out. And the Lakers are also going to win this series in 5. Yeah. I like Dame, but when he plays really good teams, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, what can you do? You only have so much on this team. Damian Lillard, I love you, and I respect you for staying with the Blazers. But the Lakers have too much, and y'all don't have enough to defend them. And it's just going to be a slaughter, I think. But they'll get 1 game. Dame will go off for 1 game for sure. Okay. So, Sixers, Knicks, obviously Sixers. All right, Knicks fans, I love y'all. Sixers in 4. You know what? Sixers in 5. Every time the Sixers have played the Knicks this season, it's been pretty bad. Ben Simmons clamps RJ Barrett. Julius Randle will do okay. The team doesn't have enough. They don't have enough. Talent-wise, it'll be exposed that at the end of the day, the Knicks, talent-wise, do not have enough. And if they can get 1 game on the Sixers, I'd be happy, but I'm being realistic here, and I think at the end of the day, it is what it is, and the Sixers are really good, and the Knicks are good, but not that good. Okay, Milwaukee Nets. This series will be way closer than I think maybe people think, but I think the Nets in 6. I think Milwaukee will play great defense. I think Giannis will go off. I don't think anyone can even on the team guard Giannis. In fact, I could go for a super bold take here, but I'm going to keep it with Milwaukee. I think Chris Middleton will play well. I think Drew Holiday will play amazing. But Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie will go off for 20 points every single night. No matter what you want, no matter what you think, no matter how you try, they will have good games. And so, if that's the case, even though the Nets have no experience or not experience, but chemistry together, it's not going to matter at the end of the day when the Nets are as talented as they are, and it'll carry them to the conference finals. Straight up. Okay, Lakers Clippers. This is a series that we've all wanted to see for like 2 years now. It has been teased, and it has been not fair that we've been waiting for this, and it's finally going to be here. I think so. And it'll be a crazy series, and the Lakers will win it in 6. So I think that the Clippers will play really well, and they'll have a lot of confidence coming to the series. I think Kawhi will be playing out of his mind. I think Paul George will kind of figure out his playoff piece situation and actually play well. And it won't matter because LeBron and AD are too much to handle. Even if you clamp LeBron, you have nobody to stop AD. And it's not going to matter. And at the end of the day, one of them is going to overpower the team, the Clippers. And it's either going to be LeBron or AD. My money's on AD. At the end of the day, it's just not going to, it's not going to be enough. The Clippers will not be able to do enough to stop the Lakers. And it'll be a statement game from LeBron James as well. It will finally get this super cool series though. It's gonna be super hype. So Philly Nets. Now this is my super controversial take. I have Philadelphia in 7. Okay, the reason why I have Philadelphia in 7 and not the Nets, because the easy thing to say is the Nets are going to the finals. The Nets have a lot of talent. KD, Harden, Kyrie will all drop 20, even 25 a game. But efficiently, I don't know. They haven't played together. They have no chemistry. They've barely played together, may I add. Okay, they have no defense. I mean, they've been kind of playing better defense lately, but not when all 3 on the floor. Oh, when all 3 are on the floor, they have one of the worst defenses ever. Okay, Joel Embiid is going to literally destroy them. Ben Simmons, if anybody in this league can maybe try to guard Kevin Durant, it's gonna be Ben Simmons. Okay, Danny Green has guarded Harden before. Kyrie will probably go off, but it's not gonna be as bad as how hard Embiid is going to play. And Doc Rivers really wants to make a statement that he's one of the best coaches in the NBA, and the blasphemy that he got in the Clippers And I think that the Sixers will pull through in the final game. I'm even calling Game 7 to be a blowout by the Sixers. I think Sixers end up just destroying them. I think the defense is too good on this team. I think so. But finally, Lakers, Sixers. I think it'll be a really good series. I think it'll be fun. It'll be Ben Simmons and Embiid's first finals ever. And your two best players have to be able to score at will. We know Joel Embiid can score at will, but we don't know that about Ben Simmons. But we know LeBron will show up. We know Anthony Davis will show up. And when all else fails, when you look at a series and you go, that's going to be close, is LeBron on one of the teams? My money's on LeBron every time. It is what it is. The dude is the best player of our generation, and he showed that against the Warriors. When it's close, the team that has LeBron's going to win, and that's what I'm picking. I don't think it'll be 7 games. I think it'll be 6 games, but it could be 7. And I think that's my assumption of this playoffs. Kind of a ballsy take from a couple things, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty confident in it. What do y'all think, though? I'm sure y'all disagree. Let me know your opinion in the comments. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.